On this episode, Aaron and I take you along with us to see the grounds where the incredible King of the Hammers event takes place. We get rides in all different types of off-road machines, even making unforgettable memories with the founder of King of the Hammers, Dave Cole, in his incredible truck. We had so much fun today, and we are so excited to take you along with us on this journey. Let's get the day started.
What?
I think he needs more coffee. All right, we are loaded up with Xavier. He's going to take us to the ranch because we heard the road was a little sketchy, so the Corvette was going to stay, and she's going to stay put here at the hotel, so let the adventures begin. We don't have these cactus trees in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
We are officially on a road that the Corvette would not have appreciated. Unpaved and beautiful. Awesome. This is pretty amazing. We've just made it out to the ranch. This ranch belongs to Dave Cole, who is the founder of King of the Hammers, and his property backs up to the land that all of the event takes place on. So we're going to get a sneak peek of what's to come with King of the Hammers, and we're going to take y'all along. We were just shown this awesome garage, and they're serving us breakfast, and we're all just hanging out and getting to know each other, seeing some old friends, meeting new, and today's gonna be rad. Okay, we all just gathered up in a circle, and Dave gave us the rundown of the plan today. We're all gonna grab helmets and jump in vehicles, and we're going to a base camp out in the desert, and we're all just gonna do like fun off-road stuff of different calibers and just experience all these different vehicles and all the different terrains. It's gonna be amazing. Can't wait. Aaron's got his helmet, y'all.
That's right.
And it's chilly in the desert.
It's a little bit chilly. It'll probably be even more chilly at 80 miles an hour across the desert, but it'll be fun.
It'll be awesome.
Adrenaline will keep us warm.
That's right. Just hooked me up. She was like, Emily, you look cold. It is chilly. It's a sunny day, but it's cold. So she hooked me up with this nice jacket. She's amazing. Jet girl.
Yes, Jet Girl, that's me.
If you don't follow her, what are you even doing? She's badass. Engines are running. We're about to jump in one of these vehicles and load up and go across the desert.
All right.
Where are we going?
All right, so we're going to get you in the electric car, and then you'll be in the car end.
Okay.
So we'll split you guys up,
we're
but it should be right.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And you're going to the same place, so you'll meet each other there.
Sweet. Thanks, Anna.
So you're this hypercraft, and then he's in the one with the ghost flames.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. So Aaron, you get to ride in the King of the Hammers winner, the Bronco, like OG King of the Hammers winner. And it's a Bronco, that's badass. And then this Jeep, what used to be a Jeep, I don't know if it's even still considered a Jeep. They call all these cars, which trips me out. But it is electric, and I'm so excited to learn more about it. When I first saw that it was not V8 powered, I was like, come on. But then I'm like, well, electric motors have a lot of torque, so I look really ready, don't I?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm Emily.
Travis, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Travis. So you're gonna drive us in this electric rig.
We'll take a little cruise through the rocks.
I'm excited.
Yeah, EV.
It's gonna be badass.
Yeah, it'll be fun today.
I got my safety chucks on. You like that?
Yeah, I do. I usually have some purple ones on myself.
Not exactly fireproof, but
Right.
Are you local? Do you come out for the events? What's your scoop?
Lake Tahoe's home base for me. That's where all my family lives and everything.
Beautiful.
I moved a couple years ago, started doing some traveling, and ended up near the Salton Sea after I met these guys in Reno a couple years prior. They invited me out to the event. So it just turns out that I was around the area at the same time Hammers was coming around, and I've been hanging out here the past couple years.
Hell yeah.
Working for Dave doing maintenance on his vehicles and stuff like that.
That's mechanic and driver.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm like, cold start. Then I'm like, nope, it's electric motor.
Right.
Oh, jeez. That's funny. And it's like, do you just hit the gas pedal and then we take off?
It's a little finicky still.
Well, you know, it's a build. So it's in progress. It sounds like a Jetsons. I hit the desert with Travis in the EV Jeep, and man, this car was cool. It kind of trips me out that they call all these off-road buggies cars, but I'm trying to embrace it. Man, does it sound different than I expected. Of course, all the sounds from all the moving parts and components of the suspension is one thing, bouncing across the desert, but just the sound of the electric motor was very interesting. I didn't want to like it, but when we were in a climb and when that thing was pushing the torque, it actually sounded pretty cool. I wasn't against it. I didn't hate it. I thought it was pretty neat. A little bit of rock crawling here. The sound of this electric motor is so interesting. He's got it in 4 low, so it's like very torquey. Just gives it a little bit of throttle and it just lifts. It's pretty cool. The battery life held out. We cruised around the desert for a long time, mostly because we got separated from everyone else and we were trying to find them for a while. But we had a blast, and when we finally found them, we did a rock crawling area, and man, was that a blast. I mean, that thing was so capable, just like all those rigs out there, just mind-blowing what they can do off-road. Absolutely awesome. Then we hooked up with everybody, and it was time to get some rides in some other machines. That was badass,
right?
That was so cool, man.
Not too shabby, huh? Cool little car.
So neat. I'm getting ready to toss my helmet back on because I'm going for a ride in, I don't even know what it is. I think it's a Razor. It says Monster on the side. I'm gonna get more details, but he's taking people for rides, so I'm jumping in. Well, I only thought I was gonna get in that little Monster Energy rig, but Dave came up in his rock crawler and I was all about jumping in with him.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. You ready? You been rock around before? I walked you.
No. Dave began his career off-road doing rock crawling, and these are tiny rocks for him, but man, did he do it with ease. I was asking Dave about the power plant on this truck, and he said that it is a 2-liter Cadillac ATS engine, and it's got a little turbo, and man, that thing rips. He said, man, we can put big V8s in these, we can make big power, but those are really just ego mobiles. This is all the power I need, and it's light, and they're nimble little engines, and they're just great off-road. So I was just loving learning about that. It's hard to hear our conversation from up on the hilltop where Aaron was filming, but I just love how I can ask seemingly dumb questions, or just questions that are from a beginner's standpoint or viewpoint. And this community of off-roaders and people, they are just so eager to teach you and to educate you and for you to be excited about what they love. it just means so much. So he and I had a great time, great conversation. He was having a wonderful time showing me the rig, and he tried to climb on some fairly large rocks and ended up breaking one of his front axles. And he's like, well, I just broke my car. So we went back to the pit area with a 3-wheel drive instead of a 4-wheel drive, but that is the way it goes. He said, oh, the guys will fix it over lunch and we'll be back out in this thing in the afternoon. So he's got a great crew of mechanics, and it's just such a blast to be with these guys here. And my gosh, to see this whole area come alive with these rigs during King of the Hammers, I'm sure is just incredible. He said this valley would just be full, like the canyons are just full of these machines just ripping through the rocks and pushing themselves to the limits and pushing their machines to the limits. And I just think that that would be so cool to experience. Not to mention witnessing all the carnage from the breakage. So cool, man.
I can just hear it.
Oh,
It's that intersect.
How's it going?
you weren't even driving and you still broke
I
it.
know, I don't know. I just inspired him. I was like, so what about that big rock? He was excited to show me all the different things. We were talking about power plant. He's explaining to me how to, the angle of hitting the rocks, and like he was hitting the big rock like face on with a tire, and he's like, watch when I turn it and hit it with the sidewall, it like gripped and went up. So interesting. But he is the Mac Daddy of rock crawling, and that was just like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of what he actually does. So that was so badass. Carnage. Broken stuff. Oh, let me grab my helmet. What is this called?
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder. I'm about to jump in one of these little rigs that races up. Chocolate Thunder. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I did this one and one of the other. Reminds me of Indian food at a gas station.
What?
Reminds me of Indian food at a gas station.
Oh my god. Babe.
I mean, like stuck times 10. All right, look at this.
I ain't gonna be holding on to that.
Ripping right now.
Dude, I love that thing coming at you, dude.
Look at it,
It
just
floats.
ripping.
It just floats, dude. That thing
So
is
ripping.
sick. It's
barely
majestic.
touched.
It is majestic. It's a
It is.
unicorn.
No, that car's so beautiful, too.
Look at just eat something. I've driven one.
I thought I was going on Chocolate Thunder, but then this thing pulls up, and I think I'm getting ready to jump in this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Up there.
Yeah. We're in the Centurion. Centurion.
Underdrive that's starting to leak.
This
Okay.
is badass.
Give me 2 minutes.
Take your time. I'll go out by the sand hill. We'll do a loop on the sand. Then we'll go out past where the overlanding group's at.
The sand hill because I'll get stuck.
Okay.
I'll pass over on the other side and wait on the lake bed.
went from ripping through the desert in the Centurion to this amazing sand dune. And we're really stuck. This isn't even the stuck side. Y'all check this out. These are 40-inch tires. We're gonna be rescued by a trophy truck.
Right.
A little more. He was giving it his all. Boy, that sand really is tricky to drive on it, I guess.
It is a little bit.
It's a thing.
Do we have a strap in here?
We go from hauling butt across the desert to the dunes, and we just sank. 40-inch tires. 40-inch tires. So stuck. Amazing. And now the trophy truck's pulling us out. Wow. We just made it back to the shop, and
It's in Yelp review.
wow. At our front drive shaft, we did all that without a front drive shaft. Cool. Our shoes are full of sand. I feel like I'm walking in heels. This is great. Look at it. I love it. That is amazing. That's when you know you had adventures. Top tier adventures.
Never done 90 across the desert.
Oh my God.
It was fun.
The afternoon has been awesome here. We all gathered for lunch, and I've just been chatting. We've been walking around with Dave, and he's been taking us through all the different types of vehicles, because there's different calibers of vehicles that do King of the Hammers. So it's really interesting talking about all of the suspension components and straight axle versus IFS cars. Like, really interesting and cool. He's a wealth of knowledge and has experience in all these different categories. So it's really cool to hear his stories. I think we're all going to load up and go to a mountaintop and watch the sunset in a while. So that's going to be really cool, and we're just enjoying the day here. It's been absolutely incredible. After that, we all jumped in the various rigs and went about an hour up into the mountains where we were able to watch the sunset from an incredible 360-degree view of the canyons and the other mountaintops. It was breathtaking. There is just no way that video can even capture how beautiful this was. It was windy and cold, but it was awesome and such a perfect way to end this day. Absolutely incredible. That's the Jeep we came up in, and she broke. She has a shock dangling. No wonder we were bottoming out. It's exciting. But wow. Yay, we still have a car.
Yeah.
We just got back to the hotel, and what an awesome day that was. Huge thanks to Dave for having us out and the Kahn Media team for the invite and coordinating everything. Unexplainably amazing day. The vehicles and experiencing all the terrain was just one small portion. The people are such a huge part of all these events, and it's obvious that the King of the Hammers event is so much more about people and relationships and taking home memories that will last a lifetime. And the machines are just vessels for that. Wow, there were so many cool moments from today, but would you guys like to see more King of the Hammers material? Because we would really love to come out to that event, and it is happening in January. If it is on y'all's bucket list, just from experiencing what we did today, absolutely make it happen. It is literally $50 to camp for 2 weeks out there. If you arrive there and pay there, it's $100.
Yeah, the way Dave explained it, he said, you know, this whole thing, Dave is the guy that started King of the Hammers. So the way this thing started is basically it's just a bunch of buddies getting together for a couple weeks, and we just happen to have a race in the middle of it. Something to do, something to watch. If you want to hang out, hang out. If you want to watch some racing, that's there too. And I like that idea. That's kind of how Emily and I roll.
Yeah, so there's so much to see out there, and the desert is just beautiful, and I think it would be a really cool event to bring the family and just experience the outdoors. If you're a gearhead, go watch the racing. Absolutely put it on your bucket list if it isn't already. And I bet you guys see some King of the Hammers material coming up soon. That event happens in January, and it's December right now. So yeah, we may be back in a month to do that event. Yeah. It would be pretty incredible, and we're excited to hear y'all's comments and thoughts on that. But for now, we're gonna tell the car goodnight and go get some much needed rest. Tomorrow, we're gonna prep for Power Tour, clean her up, go over some areas where the wrap is deciding to depart. And yeah, gonna be awesome. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode like we did, and can't wait to see you on the next one. It'll be soon. Bye.